Glamour fans, we are on location in a sub-alpine region of northeastern British Columbia, home of a very interesting little corvid, and corvids are the group that contains crows, ravens, jays, magpies, but we're going to talk about the Clark's Nutcracker. And this is a location that we worked on for fossils back in 2006 of fossilized dinosaur tracks that are about 135 million years old. We were looking at tracks on a vertical rock face, so not tracks that are lying flat, but tracks that mountain building activities have pushed way up so that they're up on a slope. We had to hang off of ropes to actually look at these footprints. We didn't just see footprints when we were up here, however. We saw lots of wildlife, and one of the birds that we saw was the Clark's Nutcracker. First, I'm going to show you how I applied the Clark's Nutcracker bird glamour, as you see here, and then we're going to take a walk along some of the sub-alpine terrain, and I'll tell you some interesting facts about the Clark's Nutcracker. Let's go. This is pretty close to where we saw our very first Clark's Nutcracker, and by pretty close I mean nowhere really near this particular spot at all. When we were working at this site, we were up, and by up I mean way up. Let's see that point right up there? That's where the Clark's Nutcracker was. And we were hanging off of ropes right there. If you see that little patch of white, that is snow. It's August and it's the remnants of a small glacier, and right above that is where the dinosaur footprints are. Now, Clark's Nutcrackers are not easy birds to see in the wild unless you go visit higher elevation conifer forests in western North America. They like the high elevation. Clark's Nutcrackers can be seen anywhere from 3,000 to 12,000 feet, roughly 1,000 to 4,000 meters in elevation, but they like to stick more to the higher elevations during the summer. Clark's Nutcrackers should really be called Clark's Pinecone Crackers. Say that 5 times fast. Clark's Pinecone Cracker, Clark's Pinecone Cracker. No, can't say that 5 times fast. Not gonna happen. Clark's Nutcrackers love pinecone seeds. The cracking part of their name comes when they use their sturdy black bills to crack open closed and unripe pine cones, and then they pull out the seeds. Clark's Nutcrackers have a pouch right under their tongues where they can carry 30 to 150 pine seeds. That's like having a reusable built-in grocery bag right in your mouth. Once they collect the seeds, they bury the seeds in a trench that they dig with their bills, or they wedge the seeds into the cracks of rocks or wood. The memory of a Clark's Nutcracker is pretty good for up to 6 months. Considering how I lose my keys on a daily basis, it's a good thing that I don't have to survive on hidden food caches through the winter. I'd be toast. Forgotten seed caches are a major part of how high elevation pine trees, like the white bark pine, reseed themselves. These are not white bark pine, these are spruce trees, but they're the only trees that are in the area right now, so I'm gonna film them. These high elevation pine trees that are the result of forgotten Clark's Nutcracker caches were essentially planted by these birds. They may not know it, but Clark's Nutcrackers help their future generations by planting future food sources. Now, if only losing my wallet resulted in the sprouting of a new money tree. Because Clark's Nutcrackers have a nice, reliable source of food during the winter and early spring months, they don't have to wait for the warm weather to start breeding. Clark's Nutcrackers will start breeding as early as January or February, using the food that they cached during the last fall. By the time that the young leave the nest, they are just the right age to start making their own food caches. Clark's Nutcracker populations are sadly declining. Clark's Nutcrackers are found in the sub-alpine zones, which are very vulnerable to climate change. As the temperatures keep warming, and they are warming quickly, those sub-alpine zones have to move farther up and up the mountain to stay in the right temperature and the right environmental conditions. Eventually, you move so far up the mountain that you just run out of mountain. There's just not enough surface area there for those habitats. As global temperatures continue to rise and as these vulnerable environments are affected, species like the Clark's Nutcracker are going to keep declining, and some may go extinct. I love corvids. They are cheeky birds, and most people have a crow or raven story or two that they like to tell, and I'd love to hear those stories. Please tell me your corvid stories in the comments below. So friends, I highly recommend that we be like the Clark's Nutcracker. Hide snacks all throughout your habitat so that you never have to be hangry. Thanks for joining me on location in Clark's Nutcracker habitat in the sub-alpine of British Columbia. Now, before the mosquitoes make a snack of me, I should go get a snack myself. I wonder if I cached a piece of chocolate around here. Like and subscribe. Bird Glamour is made possible by viewers like you.